America, home to many strange and bizarre creatures known as cryptids. These creatures range from the chupacabra to the Loch Ness Monster. But here in America, there is one that stands out against the rest. It is called the American Bigfoot. For centuries, the Bigfoot remained a mystery. Until today, that's right, we have been able to get an interview with a Bigfoot who has agreed to tell us everything we must know about Bigfoots. This is Bob. He is a Bigfoot that lives in the forest of Klamath Falls, Oregon. He has agreed to an interview to tell us everything we need to know about Bigfoots. Are we rolling? Oh, okay. Hi, I am Bob. I am a Sasquatch, or commonly referred to as a Bigfoot, and I agreed to do this interview partly because we kind of don't like how people are looking for us, and I want to, clarify a few things about our kind. So, being that I am a Sasquatch means that I don't exactly have access to the internet. So, I asked your interview friend here who invited me to the show to kind of clarify some things you humans have questions for. And one of them is, are we related to the primate or whatever known as Gigantopithecus? Well, actually, we are not. We are actually more related to humans than you think. We're kind of more closer to humans than the average primate. Now, one of these questions I'm kind of shocked to hear is that you humans think we eat babies. I don't know where that came from. Maybe a rogue, one of our kind, might have done something like that. I don't know. But to clarify, we are omnivorous, though we tend to eat food that's already been killed. Say, I don't know, a wolf kills a deer or something. We'll actually, we're kind of more like scavengers in that sense. Though most of our diet consists of berries and whatever you guys throw in the trash. Hey, get out of our trash! From everything Bob has told us, it is clear that Bigfoots are different than we perceive them. Doing this interview and hearing these questions you all have makes me realize that you actually don't know a whole lot about us, and that is a bit of our fault. I mean, we haven't exactly been seen in a good light by humans in the past, so we decided to, just hide out in the woods where it's safe. So, apologies for that, because it seems to have caused a lot of confusion. However, I am here to tell you that we aren't actually that different, you and I. We have our, hobbies. In fact, take me for example. I have my own hobbies. I like to go on long walks. I like to do bird watching, but it turns out birds are very scared of us, so it wasn't a very successful hobby. Tell the audience about how you have the greatest parties. Oh man, that really slipped my mind. Yeah, us Bigfoots are actually really known for our great parties. A fun fact, we actually learned how to party from the Native Americans. They were actually very kind to us, really. It's a shame what happened to them, because Sasquatches and Native Americans were actually really good friends before, what happened. We asked Bob the most important question. Why do they hide from humans? So that's actually a very long story, but long story short, humans in the past did not have very good relationships when it came to other primate species, such as Neanderthals. So we decided a long time ago to just hide from humans, because we think that humans are just not ready for Sasquatches yet. So how long were you guys hiding exactly? Well, you have to understand, we have a very long lifespan. It's mostly due to mutations, such as the mutation that helps us fight diseases, and some that, make us really tall, as you can clearly see. And because of this, we can actually live for thousands of years. But because of this, our numbers have been very small, and that has actually increased our hesitancy to interact with humans. But now we are starting to kind of get more involved with humans. Is this out of choice, or is this something new? Well, as time goes on and your technology advances, we've been seeing more and more. There have been times in the past where we tried to, get you off our trail, but it didn't seem to work. It actually, made it more difficult for us to hide. Like, for example, one of our kind decided, hey, what if we told humans we were just bears standing up? I mean, do I look like a bear standing up? I don't know how many bears you know that move their arms or paws when they walk. And get this. There was this one time where one of our kind decided to say, hey, maybe we could say that there's just people walking around in gorilla costumes, and honestly, that sounds ridiculous. I mean, what would they even get out of it, besides probably having a mental illness? Do you believe that peace between humans and Sasquatches is possible? Well, that's kind of hard to say. I mean, it's 2022 and a lot has changed since, I was a wee lad. I think if humans just got to know us better, they would see that we're not that different, and perhaps one day we'll actually, live in peace with humans. I've been on this planet for about 1,000 years. And a lot has happened since my time, and probably more will happen in the future. It may take some time before we can finally live in peace, but I'm willing to wait that time. I feel like our species can, coexist peacefully. But until then, I'm willing to wait. After this interview, Bob went back home to his forest in Klamath Falls, Oregon. It is unclear whether or not humans can peacefully coexist with bigfoots, but only time will tell. On the next episode, we are going to talk about sea monsters with our special guest, the Loch Ness Monster.